Started then. Okay, cool. All right, so welcome.
Well, thank you.
And tell us a little bit about Youth Development Network.
Okay, so first, thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for inviting us and being flexible with our schedules. So I'm Adrian Bruiz, Executive Director of the Youth Development Network. We've been in business now officially since 2003. A lot of people always ask this next question, who is the YDN? And I think more importantly, it's really learning about what we do and really the services that we offer. We have a particular lens to our work with young people, and that is first and foremost, in any environment that we work with our young people, we want them to have a strong sense of safety. And when we say safety, we mean physical, we mean emotional, but we also mean cultural. And I think that's really important because when you look at surveys across the board, in any city in California, we're not doing too good of a job there, especially when you look at California Healthy Kid surveys in schools and you ask them about emotional safety, it comes back pretty low. When we ask them about physical safety, we're always shocked that that's so low. The second thing that we want in every environment that we work with our young people is a strong sense of relationship building. And you know, those people who are adults who work inside organizations say we work best when we have positive relationships. Well, the same applies to our young people. So we believe that young people should have a strong relationship with their peers, but they should actually like and be liked by the adults that work for them. And I do say for them because we should see ourselves working for our young people. Those are what we call supports. Then we move over to the opportunities, meaning that we see youth as resources, not objects or recipients of services. And we always say that if you want to get something done, you have to tap into your greatest resource. And in so many of our communities, it is our young people, but they're this untapped resource. So that's the big part. The other thing is that if we want our communities to change, we need to involve our young people in that. Last but not least, when we think about the skills that they need to have the skills that are going to match the 21st century that they've inherited. And we have a bone to pick of sorts when we are still showcasing to our young people, learn what was needed to be learned in 1973, not giving them what they need for the year 2022 and above. So we're excited about this lens, and what we do is based on 50 years of research. If we say we need this for our young people, we actually need it just as human beings. A lot of people have looked at this and said, this is Maslow's hierarchy of need all over again. And absolutely it is. One last quick item I would say. Our mission, our vision is in our report, and you guys in our proposal. But if you want to know the heartbeat of this organization, what makes us tick, what makes us talk, it's our core values. And the first core value is relationships, meaning that when we think about improving the lives of our young people in Sacramento, there's no way that we can do this by ourselves. So we have to stop pretending to be in silos. And not pretending, we have to stop being in silos, and we have to start looking for ways to relate with one another, services and systems interacting well together. The second thing is that we do believe in change. We have amazing amounts of research that says this is what young people need, but we ignore it and we don't change. Or we just keep adding up programs because we think the 101st time that we do this, it's going to work. Well, let's look at what the data is telling us and move on that. The third thing is that this is a social justice issue for us, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Right now, as I speak to you, within a mile radius, there are young people that are not experiencing what I just had on the previous slide. So if we want this to change, we have to include them, not see it as offering them a program, but invite them to be that change that we seek. The fourth one is that this work is too intense not to have fun. So when we work with our young people and we're training them and we're training their parents, we're doing a lot of intense work, but we're having a lot of fun doing it. And the modalities that we use are the ones that hit them in a way that is both rational but also emotional. And that's why we've had so much success in the last 6 or 7 years doing this. So I just wanted to let you know a little bit about YDN and how we do it, and the report and the proposals there and the profiles there. But I think that now you'll secure the impact of our work and why this partnership is so important.
Trade spot.
Okay. We should move over here. Yeah.
And my name is
More at camera.
Yeah. My name is Casey Stratton, and I'm the Executive Director of the Greenhouse. And so we are just one of the many nonprofit organizations that's working with youth in the community that YDN has partnered with to help offer us support and training with the youth that we're working with in our community. So we're focused on a very specific neighborhood block of Sacramento that has about 500 youth living on 1 square block. So it's really densely populated with kids. And we offer a variety of services in the community. We do everything from after-school tutoring. We have mentoring, we have summer day camps, we do field trips, kind of the whole gamut, and we serve everything from first grade all the way up through 12th. But I think for us, one of our most exciting things that we do at the Greenhouse is our youth leadership team, which is the team that Lola has been a part of and the team that we've partnered with, the YDN. And the reason why that's the most exciting thing that we do is kind of like what Adrian was saying, is that's our way to empower the youth, to say, you're not a problem, that you have gifts and ideas, and you are gifted, and you can offer something to the world. And so it's a team where they can come together, they can get their voice heard, they can talk about things in the community that they like, that they don't like, they can plan things for the community, but really we're trying to equip them to really do the work and to be the ones that are planning and organizing. And they get to do all kinds of really, really, really cool stuff. Especially this last year, and I'll let Lola talk a little bit more about some of the projects that they've done. But they get to do things like meeting with their council member at City Hall, and like things that I never got to do when I was in high school, and they get to talk about what they care about. And so it's just a really neat opportunity, and we've gotten some good support from the YDN. So then we have this other thing called our Parent Action Team that we're trying to model after our Youth Action Team. Where we're bringing in parents and saying, hey, we don't want to just have you be recipients all the time of the services that we're providing. We want you to be really engaged and involved in what we're doing at the Greenhouse. We want to hear your voice. We want to hear what you care about. And so we're having them be part of things that we're planning at the Greenhouse. And we would love to kind of add the support that we're getting from the YDN to the parent action piece, where maybe they're brainstorming with us on how do we train parents on that pyramid, so that they're offering for their youth all the best things that they can. So yeah, that's the proposal. I think Lola's going to talk a little bit more about exactly some of the things that they've done.
Should we share slides up?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it so I can.
So my name is Lola Desma. I'm a senior at Grant High School, and I've been going to Greenhouse for 10 years now, since I was in first grade. And I'm in the Youth Action Team that for 2-3 years now. And we have been doing events, projects we do in our community, and recently we have done 2 major ones. First was to try to make our community safer. We cleaned up a lot that was in our community that we didn't like how it looked, because it was an eyesore and it was very ugly. So what we did was we collaborated with the Waldorf school, and we came up with an event to clean it up. So we organized a week where people from our community came out and cleaned up and volunteered, and that was that. And then the second one, our major one, was
The library.
the library. Forgot. And the library project was us preserving our present, which we did interviews with people in our community, and we took pictures, and just we learned about things about our community that we never known before, because we're still in our teens.
Right.
And so in that project, we got interviews from people from not only in our community or on our block, but outside also. So that was we discovered things like there used to be old gas stations down our street, or there's other stores that was there. And we went to the library, and we went to the Sacramento room, and we discovered a lot of new things, and we got to learn how to use Mac computers and microphones and interviewing devices, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then we took a lot of pictures too.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is one of the slideshows from that project. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.